Shalom, friends. This is Carly with AncientPaths, and I'm going to guide you through a release exercise today. This is really powerful. A lot of what I see in my practice as a biofeedback practitioner and a left Tav body practitioner is that people are bound up with emotions. They're bound up with traumas and they don't know how to properly release. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to lead you and guide you into some breath work and a way to connect with our Creator and to release these things that are bound up inside of us back to Him. As the word says, cast your cares upon Him, for He cares for you. His yoke is easy, His burden is light. So we're going to go through this together. I want you to start by sitting in a comfortable position. You might want to be on a mat with your legs crossed like I am, or maybe you want to be laying on your back on a soft surface where you can place your hands, on different parts of your body as we go through this release exercise. But we're going to start with the breath. The Ruach is a gift on loan to us. And as you take a nice deep breath in, begin to just release any tension you may be carrying in your neck and your shoulders. Take another deep breath in, as deep as you can make it. Imagine that breath flowing up and out through the top of your head, almost like a tree with its branches reaching out. I've got the tree of life behind me that represents wisdom. In the word, release back out. Big breath in. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Open your tree, feel it bloom, reaching up towards the sun, our source of life, our creator. And with an exhale, kind of like those leaves you see in the autumn falling off the tree, just feel that release softly to the ground. It's not a force, it's a flow. We want to flow with our breath. Take another deep breath in. Now I want you to continue visualizing that. Visualizing yourself drawing in and releasing back out with each deep, intentional breath. Try to make the inhales as big and as vast and as wide as you can make them. And then those exhales slow and controlled, getting out every bit of air that you can from your lungs. The more you do that, the more you will feel release in your body. As we move on, I want to add to this exercise. So the next deep breath that you take in, you're going to come into your heart center. In Hebrew, that word is your lab. That's the seat of your will, your emotions. And I want you to just do a check-in with your body as that inhale goes in. What areas feel stuck? Maybe a certain person comes to mind. Maybe a certain incident. Maybe a certain feeling that you've been carrying. Maybe it's fear. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's shame. Maybe it's guilt. But I want you to find that within you. Find those things that are stuck. And with your exhale, I want you to imagine releasing it back out through your breath, out through the top of your head, and giving it back to the Father, giving it to the Creator, saying, I don't want to bear this burden anymore. I'm releasing it to you. If it's forgiving someone, really acknowledge and forgive them. Even if it's hard, say, I choose to forgive. I'm choosing to forgive, and I'm releasing back to you. Let's take a few breaths and do that. Even things we've been praying about that feel like they've gone stagnant or there's no movement there. I want you to acknowledge those feelings. And then with an exhale, release them back out. With that breath, inhale all the good things that the Father has for your life, your plan, your course on the earth. And with your right hand down over your heart, your left hand on top, right hand down, I want you to imagine all of those good things. Breathe here, drawing all those things in. Maybe it's happy memories you've had as a child. Maybe it's something that happened in your life recently. Your favorite scripture, your words of encouragement, the promises that you cling to. You can speak them out loud. That's even more powerful. Or just sit here and draw them in. Focus on them intently. That's all meditation is your focused intention. We're dwelling on, we're thinking on. The word says to meditate on these things day and night. The goodness of our Elohim. Good. And then we're going to exhale, release. Anytime you need to do this release exercise quickly, you can, again, find that space where there's things bound up, and it might take you a minute, it might take you hours to really go through everything, depending on what time you have. Release that back out, Again, see yourself like that tree planted by the streams of living water, bearing fruit, right? We want to cut the dead things off, be pruned so we can bear good fruit. And that's what we're doing with this release exercise. We want to be able to flow so we can bear good fruit. And if you have time, now what we're going to do is we're going to put our left hand down with our right hand on top. And Aleph Tav body therapy, left is to leave, right is to receive. And so what you're doing now, when you're imagining the things that are making you feel stuck, we're going to go to that place again. Inhale, check in. And maybe it's a memory, maybe it's negativity, maybe if it's a season of stress or waiting, I want you to just release that out to the Father with your exhale. Good. Remember the things that we want to release, the things that we don't want inside of us anymore, we want to draw out with that left hand down, left to leave. The good things that we're receiving, the things that we're hearing that are life-giving, the promises of the Father, the things that we're looking forward to, the blessings in our lives, we can name them by name, right? That's when we want to have our right hand down to receive those. So using the Aleph Tav body system, we can left to leave, right to remain. Or like we did in the beginning, you can take those inhales in, imagine yourself as that tree, take time to focus, and then with the exhale, let those leaves fall. Let the dead die off, let the things that need to be pruned off go. And sometimes you need a little help with this. Sometimes you need somebody to pray with you, a prayer partner to help you here. But press into that, take those deep breaths, remember to draw in and release, big deep inhale and exhales. And those are some techniques that you can use to find release and freedom in your body. Shalom.